Welcome to our 40-minute vinyasa yoga practice today. If you have 2 yoga blocks, you will find them super useful for our practice. If you don't, no stress, don't worry about it. But if you do, please have them nearby. Let's begin with a moment of stillness. Place your hands down on your thighs, lengthen your spine up nice and tall. And take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth or your nose to begin. A nice cleansing breath. Perhaps place one hand on your lower belly and one hand on your heart space. And as you breathe, feel the rise and fall of your body underneath your hands. As you breathe, see if you can fill up from the bottom to the top. So the first thing you'll feel move is your belly and then your chest. And then your chest will deflate and your belly. One more like that. Beautiful. Gently opening your eyes. Release your hands down onto your thighs. We're going to start with a slow head roll. So taking your ear towards your shoulder, chin towards your chest, ear to shoulder, and then gazing up, and then reverse direction back the other way. So just moving your neck gently. Nice stretch. Keep breathing as you move. I'd like to set a collective intention for today's session, and that's to become aware of what we call in yoga samskaras as they arise. Samskaras can translate to thought impressions. I like to simplify it and think of it as kind of like scars. So throughout our life, we develop thought patterns that help protect us. And they can be really helpful until they're not. And then sometimes we don't need those little thoughts to protect us anymore. And in yoga, in your yoga practice, your physical practice, it may show up as a thought towards a certain pose, a limiting belief towards a certain movement pattern. And I want you just to notice if any of these limiting beliefs show up for you today, these samskaras, and just notice them without judgment, sort of thank them for being there. And if you don't need them anymore, see if you can let them go. Let's find some stillness here. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Interlace your fingers together and press the palms of your hands up towards the ceiling. Can you elevate your shoulders up and down? Up and down, yeah? Up and down, up and down. 2 more here, up and down. Last one, up and down. Release your hands by your sides. Let's take a side bend stretch. One hand reaches the mat, opposite arm up and overhead. Gaze up underneath your armpit and then up and over to the other side. Nice side bend movement. So we're doing a total body sequence today, moving and working pretty much all of the major areas in the body, front, back, legs, arms. Remember to do what works for you and move out of a place of love and kindness towards your body, not punishment or anything like that. Very important. Okay, reach up and over to one side, hold, so hand on the floor supporting you. And I want you to take your top hand behind your head. Can you wrap your underneath hand all the way around towards your opposite ear? And then start to take your gaze up towards the ceiling. And from here, bring it down. So curl it in, almost like you're trying to get your elbow to touch your elbow. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bring it down. One more time, inhale, open. And exhale, round. Good, let's go up and over to the other side. Take your hand behind your head, maybe wrap it all the way around towards your ear, and then start to open your chest, gaze up towards the top elbow, and then down. Inhale, open, gazing up. Exhale, down. One more here, open. And bring it down. And then returning back. Beautiful work. Remove any blocks you may be seated on. And now let's make our way over into child's pose. So extending your arms out in front of you, hips to heels, knees can be together or apart. See if you can wiggle your fingertips forwards. Come up onto your fingertips here, lift the palms of your hands off the mat and feel the belly breath here. Rise and fall through the belly. Maybe your tummy touches your thighs as you breathe. Good. On your next inhalation breath, come all the way up into the angry cat pose. So round your spine up high towards the ceiling. Make sure you've got a firm push through your arms. Start to drift your weight a little further forward over your fingertips. And then lengthen your spine long. So your chest is forward over your fingers. We're now going to bend our elbows in towards our thighs. You can get your elbows to connect with the floor. Send your hips towards your heels. Good. And then round up through the spine. Start to straighten your arms. Start again. So angry cat. Take your chest forward over your fingertips. Lengthen your spine. Drop your elbows. Hips to heels, start again. So it's like a little circular movement through the body. Round, elbows down, back. Inhale as you come forwards. Exhale as you circle back. 2 more, let's go up and back. Last one, up and back. Amazing job, good. Return to all fours. Step your right foot forwards now and lift all the way up onto your knee. From here, squeeze through your glutes. Feel the length through the front of your left thigh and lift your left arm up and over towards your right leg, right side. Grab a hold of your left wrist with your right hand and see if you can just pull it that little bit extra, bit further to feel that length down the front of your left thigh. And now start to take a little sway forward and back in the legs, forward and back. Keep squeezing through your glutes, feeling that length through the front of your left thigh. 4 more, 4 and 3. Last 2. Last 1. All right, take your hands down either side of your front foot. Use the blocks underneath your hands if you need to. Start to hinge your hips backwards. Nice long right leg. Start to turn your toes in and out. So through that front leg, we're turning it in and out. Now really see if you can stick your booty backwards. That's going to really help you find that extra length through your hamstrings. 4 more here. 3. Last 2. And last 1. Beautiful. Bend into your front knee. Tuck your back toes under. Can you lift your back knee up off the floor here now? Find your easy twist. Right arm lifts up high, goes up towards your fingertips. From here, we're going to take a little thread the needle. Thread your right arm underneath your right leg. Then lift. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread it under. Inhale, open. 2 more. Let's go under and open. Last one, under and open. Okay, take your right hand onto the block. Bend into a little bit, step it forwards a little bit and find your pyramid pose. So start to press your back heel towards the mat. If you have to turn your back foot out a little bit, that's totally fine. Perhaps you can walk your hands forwards and start to fold your body over your front leg. Now, if you need to keep your front knee bent, that's also totally fine. If you want to increase the stretch, you can flex the front toes. Reconnect with your breath if you've lost it. Bend into your front knee, drop your back knee to the mat, step your right leg back and returning onto all fours. Okay, let's find that circular movement through our spine again. Round your spine, angry cat. Start to drift forwards as you inhale. Exhale, tap the elbows to the mat, come back, start again. Inhale forward, maybe moving a little faster this time. Exhale back. Last one. Awesome work. Come up to all fours. Step your left foot forward now in between your hands. Lift on up for your hip flexor stretch, squeezing here through your glutes. Reach your arms up high above you. Can you catch a hold of your right wrist with your left hand? Lift it up. Lift up and over towards the left. Breathing deeply. Start to shift a little bit forward and back. Beautiful work. Take your hands down either side of your front foot. Hands on blocks if you need. Hips back. Remember, if you can tilt your tailbone up and back, you'll feel a little bit of extra length through the hamstrings. Maybe reaching your arms further forward and then start to fan your foot in and out. In and out. Keep breathing deeply through your nose only if possible, engaging Ujjayi breath, the victory breath, that slight constriction through the back of your throat so that your breath becomes audible. Really good. From here, bend into your front knee, tuck your back toes under, lift up. Okay, into your runner's lunge, back leg long, right hand pushes down into your block or the floor, left arm lifts up high for your easy twist. Now making sure that your hips aren't swaying out to the side, keep them back. Open your chest, can you gaze up towards your top fingertips? Inhale, exhale, thread the arm under, moving with your breath. Inhale to lift, exhale to thread. Two more, let's go. Last one. Awesome. Take your hands onto your blocks. Step your back foot in just a little bit and then lifting up into your pyramid pose. Back heel connects with the mat. See if you can send those hips backwards. Maybe walk your hands further forwards. Remember, front knee can be bent. Totally fine. And hinging forwards into the front leg. Maybe flex your front toes off the floor if you'd like. Beautiful work. Bend into your front knee, drop your back knee to the mat, step back onto all fours. If you've got the blocks, just move them out of the way. And let's find our downward facing dog, tucking your toes under, lifting your hips up and back. Okay, take a little walk of the dog here. One heel lowers and then the other. Find some nice length through your calves, your hamstrings, Achilles, and really use this as a moment, as an opportunity to check in with how your legs are feeling, how your body is feeling, how your mind is feeling, how your heart is feeling. All right, find some stillness in your downward facing dog. Just like we do in the hamstring stretches, can you tilt your tailbone up towards the sky a little bit more? Push the floor away from you a little bit more, and then perhaps start to lengthen your heels down. Rise up high on your tippy toes. Stay up high on your toes as you walk your feet, tiptoe your feet up towards your hands. You'll feel a lot of pressure on your hands as you tiptoe forwards, which is good. This is training us for handstand. Drop your heels when you get to the top. Take a halfway lift. Inhale, shoulders draw back. And exhale, forward folds. Inhale, stand tall, reach your arms all the way up high above you, palms touch at the top. Exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. Let's recall our collective intention today. Just making note of samskaras if they arise, thought impressions, habitual patterns. They can be good, they can be not helpful. If they're not helpful, let's see if we can let them go today. Inhale, reach your arms up high above you. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, folds. Bend your knees, hands connect with the floor. Step your left leg back behind you. From here, reach your left arm forwards, really long beside your ear, and then start to lift up. We're spinning open into warrior 2. Keep your front knee nice and bent. From here, flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Continue that stretch up and back. Return to warrior 2, arms out long. Start to straighten through your front leg and then turn your toes to face the side of your mat. Coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, can you lift your chest? Exhale, can you forward fold over your legs? Hands connect with the mat. You can always take blocks underneath your hands here if you need to. We're going to take our hands now over towards our left leg. So take your hands over to the left. Bent knees are also always welcome, otherwise straight legs. And just feeling that length down the right hand side of your body. Good, let's take our hands now over towards our right side and feel that length down the left hand side of your body. And bring your hands back to the center. Can you bend your knees, round up through your spine, one vertebrae at a time, all the way up to standing. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up high above you. And then return out your right foot, returning to warrior 2. Find extended side angle. Right elbow is going to connect with your right thigh. Left arm extends up and overhead. Can you take your gaze up? From here, perhaps take your left hand behind your back and see if you can get your left fingertips to wrap all the way around to the inner seam of your right leg. Good. From here, fold down, take your hands down either side of your front foot. Now, we're going to bend into the front knee, and you're going to bring your left knee all the way forward and place it down in line with your right toes. From here, coming into a little bit of an Achilles and calf stretch, can you keep your body weight forward and start to sink your heel, your right heel, further down towards the floor. You can lean your body forwards, just play around with this one. Let's take a little rock forward and back. So your heel might lift off the floor here, and then return. I'll turn to face this way so you can see me a bit better. Yep. So you're lifting the heel off the floor, and then it's returning down, lift and lower. Nice stretch for your calf and Achilles. Okay. Rocking forward and back, forward and back. Okay, really good. Now, I want you to take your hands forward in front of you. Drop your right knee to the mat, maybe take it back a bit. Step your left foot forward again, yeah? So you're on your right knee, left foot is forward. Take your blocks, if you have them, underneath your hands. Once again, hinge your hips backwards, finding this hamstring stretch here on the left leg. And from here, can you start to lift your left leg off the floor? Now, it can be really tricky, so you can keep your weight forward as you lift the left leg up. So we're really getting deep here into your hip flexors and into your quads as well. Push down, lift up, hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bend into the front knee, step both feet forward, find your forward fold. Take a deep breath. Take a halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up tall, reach your arms all the way up high above you. Exhale, hands heart center. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, hands to the mat. Step or float back to plank. Shift your weight forward and drop your knees. Chaturanga on the knees. As we come down through chaturanga, can you keep your shoulders higher than your elbows? So elbows in my waist, but try not to let your shoulders go lower than your elbows. Keep them up higher. Draw your belly in. Good, and then lower yourself all the way onto your belly. Move the blocks out of the way if they're in your way. And take a baby cobra, inhale, lifting your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Can you lift your hands off the mat here so you can keep your feet, tops of your feet connected with the mat. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Exhale, squeeze them back. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, back. Good. Now you can either keep going with this, arms forward and back, or interlace your hands together behind you. Squeeze the palms of your hands together. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other and start to press your hands back towards your heels. Good. Squeeze your legs together. Can you lift your legs and your thighs off the floor? Hold. And breathe for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Hands come underneath your shoulders. And you tuck your toes under. Press back up onto your knees. So coming through chaturanga on the way up. Good. Downward facing dog. Pressing up and back. Take a moment here in downward dog to take some nice deep breaths. Rise up high on your tippy toes. Tiptoe your feet all the way up to your hands. Drop your heels once you get there. Take your halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale, standing tall, push through your feet, rise up high. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up high, sweep them up. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. This time, bend your knees, step your right leg back behind you. Okay, bend into the front knee. Start to reach your right arm forwards. Draw a big circle up and back. We spin open, finding warrior 2. Front knee in line with your toes. Back heel in line with front heel. Spread your arms wide. Awesome. From here, flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse warrior, reaching up and back. Return to warrior 2. Good. Extended side angle, left elbow, left thigh, right arm up and overhead. Good. Try not to sink into your left shoulder. Keep lifting up and out. Can you take your right hand behind your back and perhaps your right fingertips wrap all the way onto the inner seam of your left thigh. Keep peeling your right shoulder back, maybe even turn your gaze back. Awesome. Release your bind. Sweep back up into warrior 2. Start to straighten through your front leg and then turn your toes to face the other edge, the outer edge of your mat. Inhale, open your heart, chest. Exhale, forward fold over your legs, wide-legged forward fold. Remember, you can always have blocks underneath your hands here if you need them. Good. From here, take your weight towards the back end of the mat, or your hands rather. So trying to get your head connected with your shin, that's the goal. Finding that nice side bend stretch through your body. And then up and over to the other side, hands over to the left. Remember, bent knees are always welcome. Beautiful work. Come back through the middle here. Turn your front foot out again. Bend into that knee. Lift back up. Find your warrior 2 position. Really good. Flip and reverse warrior, reaching up and back. And then cartwheel your hands down either side of your front foot, finding your low lunge. Let's find our calf stretch on this side. Bring your back knee towards your front toes. And then start to do that little lean back and forth. Back and forth, or forward and back. Aiming to get this nice stretch through our Achilles and calf. All right, from here, hands to the mat. You're gonna step bring your left knee down, step your right foot forward. Start to hinge your hips back. Blocks underneath hands are gonna be really useful. Otherwise, here we go. Try and lift your right foot off the floor and let's hold it there for as long as we can. Here we go. Holding 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Bring it down. Stepping your feet forwards. Find your forward fold, top end of the mat. All right, we're going to flow a little bit faster now. Remember, do what works for you. Take your halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, hands, heart center. Let's move through one round of sun salutation A. Inhale, reaching arms up high. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Step or float back, move through an optional vinyasa flow. High plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. We meet in downward facing dog. Once you get there, lift your right leg up high to the sky, three-legged dog, holding here. Can you rise up high on your left tippy toes? Bring your right knee up into your chest and step in between your hands. From here, spinning open, warrior two. Straight away, straighten the front leg, pivot, find your wide-legged forward fold. Hands come down to the mat. Awesome. Walk your hands towards the back of your mat. Find that nice long stretch through the right side of your body. Good. Walk your hands towards your front foot. Turn your front foot out. Find your runner's lunge, bending through your right knee. All right. Now we're going to push down through our right leg and lift our left knee up towards our chest here today. Awesome. Perhaps you can grab a hold of your left knee and squeeze it in even higher towards your chest, finding your balance. And then start to move it into external rotation. It's taking your left knee out to the side. Awesome. Bring your knee back through the middle. Maybe you can take the hands away. And then to the side. One more time, knee forward and turn it out. Really good. Take your knee forwards. Now it doesn't need to be high, but start to kick your left leg forwards out in front of you. Good. From here, we're going to sweep the leg back behind us, finding warrior three, either with our hands at heart center or maybe arms forward. Nice long line from your fingertips through your body to your back foot. And then perhaps reach your hands down and pop your hands onto your blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can bring your hands to the floor. If you need to bend your front knee, please do so. We're finding this long spine. All right, now we're going to bend into our left knee. This is where it can get tricky. We're going to find a pistol squat. You're going to sweep your left foot forward, left leg forward. You can walk your blocks back. I want you to start to sink your hips down towards the floor. Now try to keep your right heel on the mat. So you do need to get weight back into that right leg. Then drop your bottom to the mat. Good stuff. From here, lift your legs up. Finding boat pose, holding here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you start to lift your chest, open it up? Maybe straighten your legs, holding here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your ankles. Can you make your way all the way back over onto all fours? And then find downward facing dog. Great job. Lift your left leg up high, three-legged dog. Hold. Rise up high on your right tippy toes. Bring your left knee into your chest, around your spine. Gaze forwards. Can you step your left foot in between your hands? Good. Spinning open to warrior two. Reach your right arm forward, then left arm forwards. Reverse warrior, flowing back. Awesome. Return. Straighten through the front leg. Turn your foot in. Find your wide-legged forward folds. Walk your hands towards your back foot, taking your body towards the back leg, finding this nice length through the left-hand side of your body. Start to walk your hands towards your front foot. Turn your front foot out. Bend into your front knee. Okay, lots of strength through the front leg and the front glutes. Really important. Drive down through your left leg. You lift your right knee up in line with your hip, and then perhaps grab a hold of your right knee and squeeze it up higher in towards your chest. Good. From here, start to turn your right leg out to the side, and then bring it back through the middle. And again, right knee out, and bring it in. Good. Maybe do it without the hand. Take it out, And take it forwards. All right, start to kick your right leg forward. Doesn't need to be high. Really hold. Use the strength of your leg, your hip flexors here. Start to sweep your leg behind you, finding warrior three. Bend into your front knee if you need to. Try to keep your hips even, square. Good. From here, hands to blocks or the floor. Long leg. Try and magnetize your thighs towards each other. Double check your leg hasn't gone all the way out to the side. All right, let's try this pistol squat. If it's not working for you, don't worry about it. Just go and sit on your bottom. Notice if any limiting beliefs come in. Sweep your right leg forward. Start to bend into your left knee. Try to keep your heel down. You have to take your weight back into your heel. And if you don't need the blocks, you don't need the blocks. Yeah, or maybe you do need the blocks. It's fine. You can walk the blocks back. Let's find boat pose here. Hold. Lift your chest. Good. Start to straighten your legs if you like. See if you can find more length through your spine. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your ankles. Make your way all the way back into downward facing dog. Woo-hoo. Ripple forwards through high plank. Optional vinyasa flow. Low plank, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Press back to downward facing dog. Come all the way forwards to high plank. Drop yourself all the way down onto your belly. Okay. Same options as before. You can lift the chest. Just find this locust pose. Or take the hands behind you. Squeeze the palms of your hands together. Lift. Or if you'd like, find bow pose today. You're going to grab a hold of the outer edges of your feet. Push your feet into your hands and lift up. So you've got to really push your feet into your hands. Also start to lift your thighs off the floor. But keep the knees tracking backwards, not outwards. You might even be able to find a little rock and roll forward and back. Last 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Slowly lower yourself down. Press all the way back now. Find your child's pose, hips to heels. Take a deep breath. Find some softness here. Let go of the need to hold on to muscular tension and tightness. Just be here. Let your weight, your mat, take the whole weight of your body. Slowly sit yourself on your bottom. Sweep your legs around in front of you. And then slowly lower yourself all the way onto your back. Hug your right knee into your chest. Find a twist. Right leg across your body. Right arm out to the side. Hold and breathe. Slowly make your way up and over to the other side. Left knee into your chest, right leg out along the mat in front of you. Then take your left leg across your body. Take your left arm out to the side and hold. Slowly make your way onto your back. We're going to move into Shavasana. Option, if you'd like to, and you have your blocks, you can set them up in a T shape and we can do a supported butterfly, reclining butterfly pose. So setting one block up horizontally and the other one vertically. Very carefully laying down so that your back connects with the block kind of bra strap area, so just below your shoulder blades, laying back, and then your head can rest on that top block. Good. From here, maybe take your arms wide, maybe let the soles of your feet touch each other and hold. Or feel free to take any position that works for you. Feel free to remain in Shavasana for as long as you like. If you do need to move on with your day, give your fingers and your toes a little wiggle, bringing some movement back in. Take a more energized breath in through your nose. Maybe side out through your mouth. One more like that. Slowly make your way up, however works for you, into a comfortable seated position, cross-legged or kneeling. Place your hands on your thighs and lengthen your spine up tall. Breathe deeply. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up above you, palms touch at the top. Exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. Take a moment of gratitude towards yourself for showing up to practice today. And I thank you for showing up to practice with me today and for your support. Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope you really enjoyed this session. Please let me know how it went for you. Bye for now.